my Doctor Who DVD collection.
It's Captain Jack Harkness, the face of both.
Hello and welcome to WhoTube Gallifrey 02. And yes, the time has come round already for the first part of the finale for Series 10 of Doctor Who, World Enough and Time. So yes, this episode is written by Steven Moffat and it is part 1 of 2 of Steven Moffat's last finale, as well as Peter Capaldi's last finale, and possibly Bill and Nardal's last finale, as I do think at least one of them is going to die or leave in this finale, and yeah, they probably won't have another one as Chris Chibnall wants a brand new start for the series. So yeah, it's the end of everything in this episode really, and yeah, Missy's last story, as she will not be appearing after Series 10. And yeah, John Simm's Master does return in this episode, which I am looking forward to. He is what has kept me hooked this series. I've been waiting for him ever since he was announced, as he is my master. He was the first Doctor Who villain I really remember, and yeah, he's just a fantastic master. I keep on going back to his stories, and yeah, they're just excellent, and I can't wait to see him in action once again. When I found out Missy would be the master, I was a bit disappointed. I wanted John Simm's master, and that lost hope, but now John Simm has finally returned, and I am happy, as this is going to be one of the best finales of the new series in my opinion. I do think this will be Steven Moffat's finale. As to be fair, Steven Moffat hasn't had the best of finales. He's always ruined stuff in the finales. The Pandorica finale, that was good. Name of the Doctor, that was good. But the other ones, they're just a bit silly really. They just mess up what the whole series has been building up to. And yeah, the series hasn't really been building up to anything. Yeah, there has been the Vault, but that hasn't really been building up to anything as such. So yeah, I do think this is kind of a standalone story in a way, but a season finale you won't forget. And yeah, the Mondasian Cybermen are finally returning in this story. They first appeared in the 1966 story for 10th Planet, and yeah, haven't appeared since then. Cybermen have, but not the Mondasian Cybermen. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And yeah, I do think the Mondasian Cybermen are going to be in it more than the classic Daleks in The Magician's Apprentice, as that was really disappointing for a lot of fans. But I do think the Mondasian Cybermen are actually going to have a part to play in the actual plot, and yeah, they are actually going to play a purpose to the plot, not like the classic Daleks. And yeah, also the most recent Cybermen are returning, as well as the 2006 Cybermen. And yeah, I do think the 3 Cybermen in one story will start the Cyber Wars, which was mentioned in Nightmare in Silver. And yeah, I've always been curious about what exactly it is, and I really want to see the Doctor say at the end, "Begun." The Cyber Wars has, as yeah, that will be a really good reference to Star Wars, and yeah, I really want to see that really. So yeah, what is the synopsis for this episode? So yeah, there is a synopsis in DWM, but it's a bit complicated, so yeah, basically here is the plot in a nutshell. So the Doctor, Missy and Bill decide to take Missy on a test adventure to see how she does as being the Doctor and how good she would be in the TARDIS team, as she wants to be good. So they put her, Nardal and Bill in a scenario. The Doctor, I don't know where he is in this story. I think he's doing a separate adventure. But you know, Missy has these 2 companions, and she needs to stop a 400-mile pyramid entering a black hole. They're joined by this blue guy called George with a J, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know how you pronounce his name. But yeah, he's in this story and he's blue. A similar species, well probably the same species, even if it even is a species or a branch of humans. The same as the Dye in Oxygen and Dorian Moldova. So yeah, he's in it again. Not the same person, but you know, another blue person. And yeah, they're going to die. It's pretty obvious that they're going to die in some way or get converted into a Cybermen. As, you know, characters like that always die for some reason. If there's only one character with them, that character normally dies. So yeah, don't get too attached to his character. And yeah, one character is apparently going to die in this episode. As Steven Moffat did say, a major character will be dying in this episode. Hopefully it's not that blue guy, but it's either Bill, Nardole, Missy, but not the Doctor, or John Sims Master. It might be that might be the major character who dies, but he actually regenerates, and that will be disappointing, as I kind of want to see a character die, as we haven't really had a companion death yet. You know, all companion deaths, they die, but then get brought back to life. I really want Stephen Moffat to kill off a character once and for all, as he can't kill off a character whatsoever. And yeah, if you watch Doctor Who or Sherlock, you'll know that for sure. He always finds a way of bringing them back to life, as he can't resist not bringing back a character, as he thinks it will upset fans, but what upsets fans even more is that he brings them back to life, and that's why Stephen Moffat is hated by a lot of people. And yeah, I'm hoping the rumours about the Christmas special aren't true, as it's rumoured that Peter Capaldi is going to be Scrooge, and then his past ghosts are going to be David Bradley, and then there's going to be a future Doctor as well. All very... that sounds really bad, and I hope that doesn't happen. I think it's Stephen Moffat's last resort to basically kill Doctor Who, as he did call Doctor Who an awful show. What sort of a showrunner calls their own show awful? That's why Stephen Moffat is a bad showrunner. He doesn't even have trust in his own show. And yeah, please don't mess it up this finale. And yeah, in the finale trailer, Bill looks to have been partially converted into a Cyberman, a Mondasian Cyberman. Maybe she's not, maybe she's just wearing something similar to a Mondasian Cyberman, but that's very unlikely. Who cosplays as a Mondasian Cyberman in the Doctor Who universe? So yeah, I do think she's going to get partially converted. She may die. The Doctor witnesses someone he has trusted to protect. That's either Missy, Nardole, no, not Nardole, as Nardole basically joined the Doctor through the message of a song, or it might be Bill, who he's sworn to protect, as she does say, please don't get me killed in the trailer. So, you know, he's sworn to protect her. He said, I promise you won't die. So yeah, it might be Bill or Missy. Don't think it will be Nardole, but I do think Nardole is hiding a dark secret, and he is going to be behind everything. Is he still Snoke from Star Wars? I don't know. That was just a bit of a joke theory. But, you know, he could be. He could be. And yeah, John Sims Master is in this episode. My most anticipated thing of this series, John Sim is finally returning to Doctor Who. At long last, he is returning. And he looks like he is going to play an awesome Master in this story. And yeah, is Missy actually a Master, or is she another Time Lord? She's never mentioned the drums. So yeah. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, this episode looks like it is going to be awesome. And yeah, hopefully a lot of plot strands which Stephen Moffat has set up are going to be tied in this story, as they need to be tied, or else Doctor Who fans will be frustrated, as Doctor Who fans hate plot holes. It's not like other shows. Whovians are connected with the show, and they don't like to see plot holes, and I personally don't like to see plot holes. No one likes to see plot holes, as they are just loose ends, and no one likes loose ends really. So yeah, hopefully all those plot holes will be tied. The Class plot hole, that might be tied, as the actor who played Ram in Class is casted to play a character in not World Enough in Time, but I think the Doctor Falls. Hopefully it's the same character, as it is far too soon to recast a character. Yeah, there has been actors who have played a character in the classic era, then in the modern era. That's fine, as you don't recognise them really, but as it is so close, I do hope it is the same character, as that will really annoy me. I'll just be looking at him as Ram, not the new character if he's playing a new character. And yeah, I do want Class to be wrapped up, as it's likely not to have a second series, and it left us on 3 really massive cliffhangers, and that needs to be tied. What's going to happen with the Weeping Angels and stuff like that. And yeah, Torchwood, that also needs to be tied, but that is Russell T Davis's responsibility. And yeah, Chris Chibnall, he might tie that, as he had a big connection with Torchwood. So yeah, World Enough and Time. It is coming on Saturday. So yeah, really looking forward to that first part of the finale. This episode is standard length as far as I'm concerned, but the finale with Dr. Foles is feature length. It might be 60 minutes or 75 minutes. I'm hoping it's going to be 75 minutes, as it's the finale. You need to have something big for the finale. I really want to see action in this finale, as Death in Heaven, that didn't have much action in a way, and Hellbent, that hardly had any action, and that really got me bored in some places. I want an action-packed finale like the first series 1, 2 and 4 finales. I want something like that. Yeah, Last Time Lords, it was brilliant, but I really want an action finale. That's what will make me happy. This episode is the build-up episode, then the Dr. Phil's is the finale. So yeah, looking forward to World Enough and Time. Please let me know what your opinion is in the comments below. And until the next time, goodbye!